We did our best to sleep in that icy cave. However, Septimus Cygnus's constant pacing and ramblings kept our sleep light at best. The three of us decided it would be better to head off early, and so we and the little one joined Serana on the ice floe. Either the Hawkers had attacked, or Serana had. It bothered me not. She seemed to have more light and life about her. We had permission to use Cygnus's boat. Man hadn't used it in many moons, and wasn't likely to soon. I hoped to return before he would need it next, and so we set off across the ice, across the cold blue depths that once tried to swallow me, what seemed like a lifetime ago. I remember fondly Deacus, the Argonian who saved me. One I owe a deep thank. One which I still intend to repay. Pushing back the cloud of old memories, returned to Winterhold. It was as I thought. The horses had remained safe. The townspeople, though they timid, still hold some fondness of us. However, if we continue to litter their streets with bodies, I fear even they will abandon us. And so we set off with all haste, back into the mountains, back into the cold. Past the grand statue of Azura. But this was not what we sought, only a marker. We seeked something older, a Dwemer fortification, hidden away under layers of time, bloodshed, ambition. They were the old ones. A once great civilization, snuffed out. Perhaps by themselves, not unlike the civil war we face now, or perhaps their own world-ending event. Their own Alduin, if they failed with all their might and grandeur. How was it we would succeed? A rogue hunted by the Legion, a vampiress hated by all, a Khajiit with a dangerous past, and a cursed man and his wolf. How was it these four, hunted, hated by many, would succeed where they failed? I know not what brought their end, but we know the name of ours. Hearken, Alduin. We are coming.
Whoa there.
Off the horses for now. This seems to be the structure that we seek. Certainly Dwemer in origin. This is Blackreach. It appears there was an excavation of sorts.
Somewhere deep below us, an Elder Scroll is waiting. I can almost smell it.
That is what I hope. Too much depends on it. More than just hearken. There are greater things troubling Skyrim. And that scroll is the key to it. Bodies. Burnt. Perhaps some time ago. Not the work of a dragon. No. These tents would still not stand. So what? Raiders bandits. Some notebooks remain. A moment, I'll see what I can find. On the ancestors, the Dwemer. No. Wait. There's a journal. We've managed to secure the site and hold off any others who may try and steal our discoveries so far, especially those from the College of Winterhold, who seem to think the glory of exploring every rune should be theirs alone. The crew for our expedition is as follows: Sola Trebitus, myself, expedition leader; Umana, my constant companion and bodyguard; Valet, a mage not associated with Winterhold, took some time to find; and Drast, a fellow explorer of some local renown; Yag, great brute of a woman, hired to keep the rest of the labor in check; Jaja and Jasar, two Khaji brothers, hired as labor. Need a couple more laborers. Getting through the ice is proving difficult. We've set up shelter and scouted the area. The small rooms on the lower plateau of the glacier don't seem to be connected to the main structure, and we haven't managed to find a way into the tower parapet we've found here. Yag mentioned spotting a fissure in the glacier wall that may lead into the ruins, so we're going to try and find a way to get down there with the gear. Looks like a storm is coming. Looks like this was more than a storm. Whatever it is long gone. We have that comfort at least. However, this expedition... If they could not find a way in, perhaps this glacial wall is the best choice. Watch your step. It stood for this long. Let's hope it stands a little longer. Yes. The smaller structures don't connect then. Well, it is supposed the scroll is here. This is more than just a small structure. How far does it extend into the ice? Much of its grandeur remains hidden. I don't know much of the Dwemer, only what we learn in the Legion. That's to stay away from their structures. There does seem to be an opening. Follow me in. You keep your ears close to the ice. Let us not become trapped in this place. At the very least, we'll be out of the cold for a while. The wind is not as bitter in here. It appears some of their belongings got inside. I'm not sure yet if they did. The journal. The candles burn. Magic in nature, no doubt. We tried to get through Glacier at the top, but we couldn't find any way into that tower parapet. Yag spotted in the glacial wall, and construction of a catwalk was finished just in time for a storm to hit. At first, we thought to wait it out, but it has only gotten worse. A shift in the glacier took out several of the new laborers. Let us hope the glacier has subsided in its movements. I ordered everyone to quickly move as much of the supplies as we could into the fissure, and we managed to get most of it. One of the hands decided he wasn't going to listen and tried to make it out through the storm, but got blown off the catwalk by the wind. Looks like we're well and truly stuck in here, but for all that I feel even more driven, I should be the one to uncover the mysteries of this rune. I'm tired of all the credit for my work going to the mages or the Legion. It will be my name that goes down in the history books for this discovery. They did make it inside. Let's see if they left anything behind. Potions. Good. I don't know how long it's been since they attempted this entry. Blood.
The Sea of Ghosts lies to the northern part of Winterhold. If you have the lungs, we could explore for some sunken treasure.
There might be all the treasure you need in here, Arissa. However, dark things have happened in this place. How long were they trapped in here? That they would turn to this. Cannibalism, eating one another. It's not the first time I've seen such a sight. Explorers being lost in the far regions of Tamriel. It does happen. However, the fissure was open for us. Perhaps the storm kept them inside. The fire still burns, however, even if magical. It should have subsided by now. Perhaps this was not the ancient past. The iron and the salt of the blood. It was spilled not so long ago. You might not be alone down here. There may yet be survivors. Be wary for what they might have become. More of it. Just move deeper.
Where is it? I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Tizar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more skooma. Shut up! Shut up! Don't lie to me, Tizar. You hid it. You always try to steal it from me.
Quietly now. Quickly. It appears there are survivors. The Khajiit brothers. It seems one has an addiction of sorts.
This place smells troublesome. It may be a good idea to ready our weapons.
I agree. Stay alert. Steam.
Watch out for metal monsters.
Metal. I don't like the sound of that, Inigo. The structure still seems alive. In some kind of working order. The heat from the steam pushing back the ice. No sign of the Khajiit. They're further in, it would seem. What? Is that of what you speak? Metal monsters. Almost like arachnids. Spiders. Now I see why you're happy to be here, friend. The spider is the spider, is it not? Watch the little one does not become lost in these pipes. You don't suppose there could still be some here, do you, Inigo? Metal monsters, that is. Working after all of these years.
What do you think?
Would be a marvel. I have heard told tales. More blood. Perhaps it was not cannibalism. If you're right, Perhaps these things might have been the cause. Let me read, see what I can find. We've found no bodies as of yet. Book on the dwarves. Have a flick through if you would. Seek a journal if we can. If only Umani would have left one of these dwarven machine creatures intact for me to study. The fact that they almost killed those Khajiit brothers in the middle of the night doesn't mean we couldn't have found a way to disable one. We dragged some stuff in front of the pipes they came out of, to stop them from coming back. They are simply fascinating. It is just as Calcelmo described in the wars. Their appearance does in fact resemble that of an arachnid. I had thought that to be an embellishment given by his source. The inclusion of the soul gem into the design of the apparatus is quite remarkable. It could explain the focus for the lightning that he describes. Oddly enough, it does not appear to be the main power source for the apparatus. Perhaps some sort of harmonic resonance with the energies contained in the soul gem to bring heat to a small boiler. Too early to say conclusively. That does raise the question of where they get the liquid for the boiler, however. That was strange. I thought I saw something moving beyond the barred door. It looked vaguely humanoid. I wonder if it could be an undiscovered automaton. I'm going to move my bedroll down here to see if I can catch another glimpse of it. It's all so exciting. I'm sure it was exciting. Not so much anymore. Must be the bedroll. Still no sign. Except for more blood. Gears. Machinery. The place does still seem to be alive. I believe you're correct, Inigo. We need to stay ready. These creatures could still be here. More of them.
You have been targeted for termination.
Nicely done. It was discharging lightning. Don't mind us. We'll manage just fine by ourselves. It came through the pipes, just as they rose. They did not block the way entirely. Watch for more of them. Any openings, gaps they might come through. All right. Both.
Hey, Ugly, over here.
I don't know how well they listen. The charge passes through the armor. Not enough to stop the heart, at least. Still enough to sting. They really do contain soul gems. I feel sorry for those trapped within them. You know their fate now in the cairn. It is not a pleasant one. More blood. Take what you can. Right. Where we saw them, the Khajiit brothers. They'll be close. Close and dangerous. Keep your ears open, all of you. What do you smell?
Someone is up ahead.
Teach you.
You're right, little one. I don't know how much of a dance that was, friend. They bleed black. Oil. There is nothing living about them. Yet they resemble that. They may not be alive, yet they imitate life. Still no sign of this Khajiit. You sure you weren't just smelling yourself? It has been a while since we bathed. I could understand the confusion. More blood. Be ready, just in case.
What? Who is this, brother? Another of the smooth skins looking for food?
No,
This one wasn't trapped with us.
we weren't.
Never should have
Put
come.
down the axe. Yes, we do. Serana. He was already dead. He was talking to his dead brother. This one must have been the addict then. No drugs on him. A journal. It's disturbing. Watch the pipes. I'll read what I can. Let's see. We have in here empty skooma bottles. Killed his own brother. At this one's wit's end, I signed Jeddah and myself up for this expedition to try and get him clean of the schooner. I bought a small supply to try bring him down slowly. The storm has trapped us in the glacier for weeks. The others have not yet caught on that one with fur should not shake so much from the cold. But I've run out of the little schooner I brought, and Jeddah is getting pretty bad. He started hallucinating creatures coming out of the ice in the ruins. The others are starting to think he might be behind Valet's disappearance, but I know that he would never do something like that. It would seem you did not know your brother as well as you thought. Those drugs, and what they did to him. It's just like all things that muddy the mind. They turn us against who we are. They turn us into monsters. Looks like the structure opens up. Still no expedition leader. If they were taken far. It's been about a week since Valet went missing, and now Andrasta's gone too. We found blood leading over to the barred-off doorway, but Sulla seems to think that they found a way through, and that they are trying to cut him out of the discovery. He keeps saying that we need to press on. We've managed to break through into another section of the ruins, an animalculary, where the dwarves would produce automatons. We learned the hard way that the metal creatures are still alive in there, and it hasn't improved Yag's mood at all. She holds that the Khajiit brothers aren't involved with the disappearances, and has been keeping a hard eye on Sulla. The rations have all but run out, and we are going to have to decide soon whether to brave the storm or to try and push further into these ruins. I don't know if the echoes of screams I've heard in my sleep are those of our missing comrades, or my own nightmares. Certainly wasn't a pleasant experience for them down here. It hasn't been such for us yet. Gears. And steam. They were advanced. These Dwemer. More so than I thought. Watch for the oil. There is much of it here. What now? Watch for the flames! Stay back from them. They're spreading. Yes, don't go burning your whiskers now. Of course you're fine. Push through.
Damn it.
Get away from the heat. Strange. I'm not sure of their purpose. Release of some kind. More soul gems. They seem to be proficient in the art. Let them burn. They seem more advanced than the spiders. Almost bipedal. I smell a gas. Hold back for now. I'll handle this one. You're right. Don't go so close next time. I very nearly lost my eyebrows. You very nearly lost your life. Another opening. They could be waiting. I see no trigger. The process is somehow automated. Watch them. They were forging metals here. I've seen these before.
Where'd you go?
More of them.
You don't see this world no more.
All we have to do is break them enough that they stop moving. Thankfully, they did not discharge. More oil throughout the place. I'm sure Sorine Gerard would kill to find herself in a place such as this. Perhaps we can take home some spoils for her. Does not seem to be the way we seek. It appears heavy. They're still open, not sealed. All right. No sign of them yet.
People lived here long ago. Hard to imagine.
It is. How long has it been? Wait. Faces in the stone. The Dwemer. The Deep Elves. I've not seen much art of them before. What are you doing? Waiting. Leave it be. If it's not hunting us, it's no harm to us. I don't know how much thinking these things can do, or reasoning. They seem built for some purpose, guarding these halls, perhaps. Which way? Let's see. Attempt to open it. Locked. The firm lock at that. Press on ahead if we can. Find another way. Unless you want to attempt it, Orissa. Malfunctioning, perhaps. Wait. The same device is spinning inside it. Pay it no mind for now. Watch for others. They may not be so unaware. Watch that you don't get knocked off. We need to run through with me. Pace yourselves. Moving faster. Quickly.
Easy.
Easy is one word for it. The thing is dead for now. There might be more. It was waiting. Knew we were trying to cross. Or perhaps I'm giving it too much credit. Another door. Stay close. No sign of them yet. Behind you, now!
Let's get this over with.
Teach you.
It can still break in half. The blades are sharp. And is that a bow? A crossbow of some kind. Serene would indeed find this of interest.
I hope the Elder Scroll is safe. This place smells hazardous.
Aye, it does. And so far it has been exactly that. But perhaps it is in our favor. Less chance these explorers, or ones like them, have found it before. If it has lied here for all these centuries alone, untouched, I would be thankful. Another one working, perhaps. They're more than just guards. They're maintaining this. Keeping it running somehow. More blood. And the sound of gears. Ready!
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Infernal machine!
Done and done.
For now, there'll be more of them. Take care of your wounds. More blood, but no body. If these machines are taking them, where are they taking them to? There. Killed with an arrow. A wood elf. A moment. The eyeless creatures took us in our sleep. Eyeless creatures. I suppose they don't have eyes. They are mechanical. I don't know what happened to the Khajiit brothers. We never saw them in the cell. The cell. They were keeping them prisoner. I managed to pick the lock, and we made a break for it, but got split up. Stella yelled something about not leaving without finding what he came here for, and Umana chased after him. Yag and I tried for the top of the cave shaft. One of those ramps was broken. Without hesitation, she grabbed me by the scruff of my tunic and threw me atop the ledge, told me to run. And I did. I didn't even look back. I just ran like a coward. I could hear her fighting them, and I just had to get away. I didn't even notice the arrow in my shoulder till I hid here. He hid, and yet the arrow killed him. It does not seem the same as the bolts the automatons wield. For an arrow to kill a man, this was poisoned. Watch yourself handling it. You should leave it be. Suppose you hid anything else away. Nothing. Nothing but old coins. You're more than welcome to them. If you would like. You're bleeding. If you need to. I understand. We can give you time. All right, you. Seller, you fool. Some leader you were. Abandoned your people. Left them to die. Too much ambition will kill a man, and anyone that follows him. Then how ambitious am I? I seek to kill a god. What is this? It's organic. I'm unsure of what it is, some form of fungus or... no. Something else altogether. It glows. Watch for the oil again. Watch for fires. What's this? It might be a trap. Looks like one. Stick to the sides. Safe so far. Not for long.
Done and done.
Nicely done, my friend. Lever. Let's see. I can still get the old thing to move. Seems as though we found an opening. Quite the opening at that. How deep did these elves live? Certainly earned them the name. It's not causing any trouble. There's something back there. I need to see what.
Okay, let's do this.
My thanks. No. More Dwemer artifacts. While interesting, it's not what we seek. Good, we're better. Mindful of the path. It's a long way to fall. Light.
Where'd you come from?
More spiders. Strike them if you can.
Done and done.
I may need help with the door. Let's see.
Impressive.
It's working. It is as I thought. They're the ones keeping this place together. Now we've gone and disturbed you, haven't we? It does not seem hostile yet. Let us test the thing.
Another soul demands a release.
That'll teach you.
Perhaps you're right. The gems may crack in the process. I can only hope we'll free those stuck inside. It is a fate far worse than death. We've seen it. There must be a way. Let's see. Long dead. A helm of some kind. A moment. Another lock. Complicated at that. If I can't handle it, I'll let you, Orisa. There. Let's see. A large amount of gold and coins, but no scroll. There must be another way. Must be something we're missing. There is no other way through here. The way blocked off long ago. That wasn't going to break through anytime soon. But I suppose enough time, perhaps. Some old tome. Wait. Lightning. Another of those things. And a body. But how to find our way down? Leaping might be the only option. I'll leap first, and then follow if you can. And see if I can find another route. All right. York. You're right. Good. Just you, Serana. Grab the little one if you can. Let's see. She fought till her last. And threw the wood elf all the way up there. She was mighty. And she died well. Wait. More of the arrows. She was poisoned, just like the other. The structures are different down here. Strange. They don't fit with the Dwemer. Something else. My thanks. This is unsettling. I know not what threat we might face. Stay ready. The ones with no eyes. Not the automatons.
Where'd you come from?
Skiva.
Yeah!
This place is not very welcoming.
Well, a Skiva we can handle. Though I doubt a Skiva did that. No. There's something else at work here. I hope that is your work, Serana. Go on, then. Give them a wide berth. Wait. There's something dead. And a trap. The thing could be sleeping. Keep those bows ready. See if I can disarm it. Close. Intelligent design, but different from the Dwemer. What are you? It is not man or myrrh. It doesn't smell so pleasant. No eyes. These are the creatures they wrote of. It was not the automatons. It was these things. More. It seemed the Orc killed many. She can finally rest this time. Ugly creatures. Let's see. They truly do have no eyes. I have not heard of their kind before. With no eyes, I can only assume they are underground dwellers. These structures have not been explored in some time. Another trap. This one is of the Dwemer. There will be no easy way to pass. I'll make us a way. I'll huff and I'll puff. Force from there! That'll do for now. Pass through with me. There might be more traps deeper in. We know not yet. Do you smell that, Nico?
Yes, I can smell it too.
More of them. These ones, perhaps alive. Ready yourselves. Not Dwemer at all. Something else entirely. Dead.
These scheming ruins always make my hair stand up.
These creatures are unsettling. They've been collecting items, it would seem. And the fire is fresh. An odd collection. Some of the bones still have flesh. They were eating them, it would seem. Are capable of alchemy. I'm not sure what more they're capable of. They're smart enough to use traps. And kill off the spiders. They've been here far longer than us, all these explorers. They'll know these ruins better. Something moving. They're alive. Archers. Why have they not yet attacked?
Who's there?
Is that it? Ground-dwelling freak.
Done and done.
Another.
Where'd you come from?
Mr. Dragonfly says that was an impressive kill.
My thanks, Mr. Dragonfly. Flames. Watch for them. If we wake them, we wake them. The better, I say. They armor themselves lightly. They'll fall swiftly to our blades and bows. chest of some kind. Golden potions, more than likely from the expedition. Press on. Eyes open for more of them. We don't know their true numbers. Orisa. Where are you? Wait. There's more
Where'd
of
you
them.
come from?
Die!
A good suggestion. You should listen to him.
You make me wish I was blind. If you could see yourself, you would kill yourself.
Find the others. Make sure they're safe. Any more ahead? Guards.
Show yourself.
Pull back for now. What were they doing here? Butchery. Guards.
Show yourself.
Stay alert. Seek them out if you can. We need a moment.
Must be gone now.
I can only hope so. Nothing. I can only assume this is Valet. The first to go missing. I see no expedition leader. That very well might be them. This must have been the cage where they were kept. Kept by these creatures. Kept as cattle. Just like Volker. No Elder Scroll. These creatures would have no use for it, with no eyes to read it. They won't know what they have in their possession, if they hold it. Deeper then. Well shot. There's a high chance there's more of them here. Stay quiet if we can. You do not have sight. They must use smell or hearing to find us. We would have heard the combat upstairs. No doubt there are more. Cautiously now. We need not alert them too soon.
Singed fur.
I'm not gonna die like this.
They've certainly seen better days.
Yes. Drat. Arrow really pierced. Good chance to inspect the creatures. Don't let it get too close, even if it is an ally. They construct their weapons and armor out of a strange material. Not metallurgy, something else. Bone or chitin. They can construct armor. They must hold some semblance of intelligence. Look, your favorite, real spiders. Dead, unfortunately. I promise you if there are more, I'll get them to you. No way to tell if that's the leader. The body is more decayed than others. All right. Further in, still no scroll. it's not here? What if it was all for naught? Help me. More webbing. Perhaps you'll get your wish. It's quiet. Not as much machinery. More traps. Give me a moment. There. No one guarding it. An old gate of some kind. Knocked down. Nothing this way. Watch yourselves. I don't trust these steps. Easy now. Another.
Where'd you come from?
Gold!
Your miserable life is over.
Good.
I have a feeling that the Elder Scroll is just one of many secrets down here. This expedition could be profitable.
Profitable. The scroll is all I seek. But line your pockets all you will, my friend. You've certainly earned it. By the 9. I never thought in all my days I would see such a sight.
Amazing.
Do not let the beauty fool you, however. You must remain alert. More of the creatures.
Where'd you come from?
Ready? Come on then. More.
Better run while you can.
That one did not die gracefully.
Nicely done, my friend. I suppose today is a good day after all. Let us continue to the structure. There's a way up. Yes. No way to load them from here. Perhaps this was their final camp. Their fires burn. They were intending to stay here. Let's see. A lever of some kind. There. All right. Ready. Just in case. That'll do it. Let us move further in. The scroll awaits us. I hope. Or else we're being led on nothing more than a goose chase. Ice. Or gems. They're ginormous. By the 9. I have not seen their like. Turning gears. Ready? Over here, you clunking behemoth! Don't let up! Inigo! Well done, all of you. Quite the machine. Those 2. Thankfully, only the one operational. A moment. Let me check the units. is a sphere at their core, and a key. Good. We'll need it. I'll check the other. Let's see. Another core. We'll take one. Something for Serene to study. Quite the machine. I'm sure the Legion would like to get their hands on you. How is it a civilization that can create such marvels and just disappear? Gone into nothing. Forgotten by time. Perhaps the key will work. I'm not sure if it is what we seek, but there's something.
Sulla, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself.
This isn't going to go well.
Never should have come here.
Don't interfere. This is not our fight. Let them finish it. That is what they wish.
No more! I yield! I yield!
There's no escaping
Where'd you come
this. Divide their attention. Ready yourselves. We cannot allow them
That's
to
all
take
we
the
got?
scroll.
That'll teach you.
Well done. Quite the strike, friend. Beastly. I only wish it did not need to come to this. I saw no other path. Not a bad shield and sword for this one. Take them if you wish. As for you, Sulla wears the armor of a legionnaire. Perhaps you did work for them for a time. Very well. None of them have the scroll. A moment. Let me see the items we received from Septimus. It's working. Bayo. You're right. A way down. A way that they, or those other creatures, did not discover. What is it my eyes see? What is this place?